You can get any region in this world. I don't give a fuck who you like, where they from. Tell them to get their squad. I go get me, Mook, Rex, Lux, Ice, Clips, K-Shine, Miss Hustle. They not beating us. That's all Harlem. My brother Bishop Brigante passed away. And Bishop left a list for me of battle rappers he wanted me to kill, and A-Ward just happened to be on it. So that's the only reason why I didn't cancel that battle. That I felt like, okay, this is for Bishop. I smoke tons of weed, and I play beats that I love. Yeah, that's why you laughing. Go ahead, man. We ain't doing that. I'm a realist. One thing y'all gonna learn about Swave today, I'm a realist. I'm gonna be real. I might say something y'all don't like, but it's only if you don't like it and you do your research, you're gonna be like, damn, that nigga right though. Yeah.
Thank you for being here at Great Lyricists Only podcast. You got your host, David Kidd. You got Melissa, the exclusive. Also, we have our sound engineer. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Good Time Grant is in the building.
Yeah.
I don't play it safe with my shit.
Shout out to everybody that's still spitting. Great lyricists, the Great Lyricists Only podcast.
Only on the Great Lyricists podcast.
That's right. You know what I'm saying?
It's a gift.
This is my favorite interview ever. I love y'all, man. Y'all is so fucking show.
But saying a funny bar with a serious voice is just the funniest fucking thing.
Thank David for that.
Let's get this thing going.
Can you dig it?
That's how I roll.
You never know who's gonna show up, but the job is
Good job.
They not beating us.
I just like anything that has to do with rap, you know what I mean?
Y'all make me really feel real.
My name is Melissa, the exclusive, aka Exclusive Rights. I'm too lit for this. It's always a pleasure when David does these interviews.
Y'all got Mary Poppins to give us an intro?
I like Flair too, baby.
Yeah, that's the homie. She's in the UK.
We've got it down to a final between us now.
You know what I'm saying? Of Swave Sevah, you know what I'm saying? From Harlem, you know what I'm saying? Thank you for being here at Great Lyricists Only podcast. You got your host, David Kidd. You got Melissa, the exclusive, Big Ock. Also, we have our sound engineer, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Good Times, a.k.a. Grant is in the building. You know what I'm saying? We got Jay in the building. Yeah, so, you know what I'm saying? Again, thank you for being here. I guess I'm going to go straight to it, man. So, this past weekend, right? You know what I'm saying? We're going to, dip around. But you were just in Baltimore because you're in my part of town. Hey, he was in Baltimore, Melissa. So he went to the Wu-Tang concert. You know what I'm saying? Let us know about that right there. Of course, I'm going to ask you some other questions. But let us know about that right there. Yeah, man.
The show is amazing. First of all, if you get a chance to catch it, you should. Because it's their last tour, Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang always going to be Wu-Tang, but, niggas is getting older, niggas is venturing into other shit, and this is going to be their last tour as a group together. You know what I mean? So they doing they doing close to 50 cities, so it's going to be somewhere close. If you can catch it, catch it. The show was amazing. Also, they open it, it's Run the Jewels, and that's my man Killer Mike. And if you ain't never heard that music, yeah, Killer Mike link up with this boy named LP. Shit is crazy. And they the openers. And Killer Mike is also my brother. He's on my first album. So, it was like a family reunion. Memphis, my boy. Killer Mike. Ghost is my boy. So it was like a family reunion just being there. So I had to catch the first show. Hopefully I could catch some more shows, the New York show, the Philly show or something. And we'd be good. Feel me?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I think I'm going to try to catch like I told you before, I might try to catch the one in Philly, man, because I caught the one where they were down here, which is great. You know what I'm saying? So big ups to them. But also, I got to give a shout out to, you know what I'm saying, Team Homi, you know what I'm saying, across the board. This is Team Homi and family, you know what I'm saying? So it's from Sarah Connor to Money Bags, you know what I'm saying, Poison Pen, of course, PH, you know what I'm saying, salute. You got Sean P, you know what I'm saying, J Arch, Immortal Technique, he's fam, you know what I'm saying, Jess James, Bugs, Bishop Brigante, you know what I'm saying, shout out to him, you know what I'm saying, of course, the other part of the family as well. You got Rock This Monster, Rusty Jukes, Miss Bernadette, you know what I'm saying, Duck Down, Rusty, everybody, man. Tara Van Poo. Again, Thank you across the board to everyone, you know what I'm saying, a great family. So, so what do you think? But you know what? One of my first questions that I wanted to ask, right, which is I want to play the audio, right? So I'm going to jump around, but again, I'm coming as far as from a fan's perspective, right? So this is one of the questions I had. So back in the days when you started doing this right here with with your brethren, what was the reaction? I'm gonna play it, and then after you can say what you're gonna say. So here we go.
It may not be for everybody, but for me
and me,
and you know, for the majority of people who decided that this was going to be the wackest bar of the week. Now, this bar didn't happen this week. It may have happened a while ago, but it's a bar that we came across that we just felt deserved the wackest bar of this week of the Restore Order podcast, right?
Mm-hmm. Because we're going to be doing this a lot. You know what I mean? And we're going to have the fire bar of the week as well.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But today's the wackest.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Wackest bar of the week goes to... Should we just say the bar and make them guess who it is? Should we say the bar first?
Yeah, how should we present it? How we should
say the bar first and then let them guess who? All right, the wackest bar. Y'all might have heard me say this.
You wrote it down? You wrote it down?
Nah, I don't need to write it down. That shit is that whack that it stains your brain. That shit is trash. The nigga said, I'm like a heterosexual whale the way I orchestrate. I don't even know what the setup was, but that shit was trash.
All right, so you heard that, right? So you already know that's from Danny Myers, right? So you remember that shit, right? So my question is, right, as Danny, I'm gonna play Danny's part, right? But from Danny's perspective, like, so he's one of your contemporaries, right? So what was the reaction from, let's say, people that's not in the room, you know what I'm saying, from Danny, from everybody, that when they first heard, because typically, you know what I'm saying, nobody says, hey, this person is whack. They don't say anything. So what was the reaction that you guys made from him or other people when they heard when y'all started doing whack, you know what I'm saying, bar of the month, bar of the week?
Nah, everybody kind of loved it, you know what I mean? And truthfully, 9 times out of 10, when we do a whack bar, everybody agree that the shit is whack. You know what I mean? Like, we don't just be... they really be whack bars. Be like, that bar right there always disturbed me.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna keep it real because I fuck with Danny. Danny got some of the most amazing bars, but Danny also got a couple of the most cringe-worthy bars I heard. You know what I mean? But he's an amazing battle rapper, amazing talent. I'm not gonna take that from him. But you know, I'm pretty sure every battle rapper had a whack bar every now and then. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure I got one. You know what I mean? I even whack bar matter of fact, I whack bar a week myself one time. So, you know what I mean? Just so niggas don't think I'm picking on niggas. I do it to me. But listen, I'm just a tough critic. But that bar, right? I rap how I talk. You feel me? I rap using the language I use when I speak. The slang I use when I speak. The tone I use when I speak. You know what I mean? The cadence, right? That bar disturbed me because you don't go to like SeaWorld and be like, oh, that's a heterosexual whale. We don't talk like that. You don't be like, oh, that's a homo whale right there. We don't talk like that. That's a whale. You know what I mean? That's an orca. That's a humpback whale. Like, it's a whale, bro. He said, I'm like a heterosexual whale the way I orchestrate. That shit disturbed me, bro, because I get what you're trying to say, but it's like, no, nobody really, you going through too much to explain that bar, bro, like to try to make a punchline. And it's just like, it's just very far-fetched to me. And it was just, yeah, I ain't like it at all.
Yeah, so you don't like it, I'm gonna play this a little I'm gonna play this a little bit for the folks who didn't hear him say it, right? But here's Danny saying it.
Should I coordinate? Yo, that would be like a heterosexual killer whale. That's the type of shit I orchestrate.
And I guarantee you, everybody was like, yo, that's fire.
They did. Your death will be like a heterosexual killer whale. That's the type of shit I orchestrate. Like, your death will be like a heterosexual killer whale. Let's just analyze that line. Your death will be like a heterosexual killer whale. What?
Hey, talk about reaching. Talk about reaching.
Like, what are we talking about, bro?
Bro,
you said all that. You said all that to say that's the way I orchestrate. Oh my gosh! Like, come on, I can never rap like that. I'm sorry, B. It's just a little. You feel me? I don't know.
Yeah, that was And of course, you know, there's if anybody wants to catch, there's a lot of them, right? I see right here, there's like 56 of them. So y'all got 56 episodes of being able to see him and his, brethren, Ike P, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ike P, you know what I'm saying? Restore Order podcast. Y'all got to check that out too. Make sure you subscribe to that ASAP on YouTube, you know what I'm saying?
Right, definitely.
Yeah. They keep it 100 at all times. And that's my thing too, man. So when I'm seeing people, like, I'm glad y'all call it Restore Order, right? Because, you know what? As a matter of fact, why did y'all call it that? We're the fans. You can let us know why y'all could have called it anything else. Why did y'all call it Restore Order?
Because at the time when we came up with Restore Order, when Restore the battle rap was bugging out. You know, I watched battle rap go through many changes and different eras and mood swings, I call them. And at the time when Restore Order was made, because there was a lot of fuckery going on in battle rap that I wasn't liking. It wasn't about bars. Niggas was doing dumb shit. Nigga was like, for instance, I seen a battle where somebody pulled out a picture of a dude's his opponent's dead aunt and spit on it. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean? You got other shit where niggas is talking about doing something to people's kids. There was another pig where a dude slapped a dude with a pair of cargo pants. Another battle where a dude went inside a nigga pockets and rabbit-eared them and all that. Like, all this shit, I guess it's cool if you want to look, it's not cool, but I guess niggas be trying to look tough or want to go viral. But this can lead to other shit. You know what I mean? You do that to the wrong person and it's no longer about rap. You understand what I'm saying? And battle rap, we have something that I am very proud of, which is the fact that we have no bodies. You ain't hear about nobody dying from a battle rap event ever. We don't have none. We may have a couple fights. We got a couple, you know what I mean? Somebody did get shot, but nobody died, you know what I mean? But for the most part, you be seeing gang members, rival gang members at these events, battling, very aggressive air, very aggressive nature, tension in the air, crazy. Nothing happens but rapping. Couple arguments. Like I said, it may be a fight, but overall, it's rap. Nothing happened. We don't have no bodies. I done been to concerts and niggas got killed. You know what I mean? It's almost, I hate to say it like this, but it's almost like we don't really have a lot of function where a whole bunch of black people get together and nothing happens. And that's sad to me. But in battle rap, we got it. Nothing happens. We come there, we enjoy ourselves. You be having Bloods, Crips, all kinds of shit in the air. Nothing happens. Bloods and Crips be laughing with each other after the events. Niggas be going to eat. Niggas be going to after parties together. Nothing happened. And I love that. So when niggas was doing the dumb shit that I felt like, okay, y'all keep this up, something's gonna happen. That's why we came up with Restore Order. Like, even with me, I've been battling for years. There's certain lines I don't cross. And I don't cross them because I don't want people to cross it with me. Now, I know a lot of people be like, yo, battle rap shouldn't be censored. And I feel it to a certain extent. I think it's about a moral compass. You know what I mean? I'm not going to talk about your kids because I don't want you talking about mine. You know what I mean? And I know I'm even willing to let you say shit about doing something to my kids. Just don't personalize. Don't mention my baby's names. Don't put my baby's names in your rap. Just say your kids. That can be very general. I don't care about that. But once you start diving deep and putting Shayna and Tyson in your verse, then we're going to have a problem. And I wouldn't do that to you. Don't disrespect my dad. I wouldn't do that to you. You can pull up any Swave Sevah battle. You never hear me do that. It's my moral compass. I got too much respect for the dad. I lost too many to disrespect other niggas' dad. Like, because I know how I'm going to get if you do me. I don't want to sit here and be a hypocrite and tell you, yo, don't do this to me, and then I do it to you. Like, I'm not that nigga. Like, I'm an honorable dude. You feel me? So that's why Restore Order was brought up. And not for nothing, it worked. Me and Ike sat in front of them cameras and started barking on niggas and putting the spotlight on niggas doing dumb shit. And they stopped. You know what I mean? Battle rap got back to getting the money. The caffeine ever came after that. Niggas was getting bags. We started seeing good battles again. That's what we seeing good battles now. You know what I mean? I wanted to stop that ever. Like, you know, if you look at Restore Order now, we be doing a lot of recaps and there don't be a lot of drama to talk about because, not for nothing, I feel like that's because of us. You know what I mean? There's extra additives in there. I ain't gonna say it's all us. You know, I blame the people too. Some of the people got with it, and it was like, yo, yeah, we gotta just get this shit back to how it was. But for the most part, you don't see the dumb shit no more. You ain't seeing that extra level of disrespect. You know what I mean? Even Arsenal prided itself for being the king of disrespect in battle rap. He ain't even that disrespectful no more. Because it's being taken out of context. Niggas is they doing too much.
Yeah, you're right, man. Because I know at one point there was people doing damn near wrestling moves. I'm like, what are y'all doing? So I'm glad you and IP stepped up and other folks saw what needed to be changed and made that change. So again, another reason why I'm saying thank you for your time and your efforts, man. Because thank you because it was definitely going in a path that it wasn't constructive to anybody. So thank you for your work, man. But also, Miss Melissa, you can go right ahead. Then I'm gonna have something right after that. Of course, towards the end, we're gonna have some questions from the audience if they have any questions. Again, this is going to be posted online on the Spotify, on Apple, music and all that things of that nature. Shortly thereafter. Again, thank you for being here at Great Lyricists Only podcast. Over David, go right ahead, Miss Melissa, and then right after that, Big Ock.
Good evening. It's such a pleasure again to have you here. And thank you for stopping by and chilling on your cousin's sofa. How are you?
No doubt.
All right. So my questions are always a little different. I always have like auntie, come over here and talk to your auntie questions. And I am a spoken word poet. And then I do this and I love it. Like this is absolutely what I want to be when I grow up. So with that being said, kind of circling or bouncing off of the question that David asked, how important, and I appreciate and greatly respect the reply that you gave him, but how important and when did that pivotal moment happen for you where you decided to become the change, not just a part of the conversation, number one. And part two of that question, how much did it or has it ever affected the females that then come into the arena? Because I would assume that they're expected to have a certain type of skin, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how does all of that kind of gravitate and or align?
Okay, well, what was the first part of the question again?
The first part of the
female. I'm gonna come back to the female.
What was the pivotal moment that made you want to be more of an action figure?
Okay. Copy. Okay, well, truthfully, that's just my nature. I don't know if you know, but if you follow my career in hip hop, I used to travel with my nigga Mortal Technique around the world. And if you know Mortal Technique, he's like very, very political and very for the people. You know what I mean? We got a crew called Rebel Arms, and we mount up when anything happens, any kind of crisis happens. Like when the storm hit Puerto Rico, we did a benefit concert, and all the proceeds went to Puerto Rico. Like same thing in Houston in Texas when the storm hit Texas, we did a benefit concert. All the proceeds went to fixing up the community out there. So that's what I always been on. Even before that, like I'm into martial arts, and I used to teach martial arts for free to children, and to women. Like this is part of my upbringing. Like my father was about that. No women, no kids. We used to be, women and kids always supposed to be protected. So it's just like I feel like if I'm gonna be involved in something that I love, then I gotta maintain it. You know what I mean? And you gotta be the change that you want to see. You can't just be like, yo, I would be dumb to just sit here and talk the shit like, yo, that shit whack. This shit need to be done. This shit need to change. People need to do this. And not even try to show somebody how it would look if we did it. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand exactly what you're saying.
So I'm a more of a lead by example nigga. I'm not a talker. I'm a doer. You know what I mean? And I feel like if I love this shit, and I want to preserve it by any means necessary, and whatever I got to do to help preserve it, I'm going to do it. So as far when we started Restore Order, we seen battle rap at that time, and it looked like the shit was about to come to an end. Everybody was talking bad about it. Yo, I'm doing an interview right now, son. What do you want? You want to what? Talk like you got sent. The new Karate Kid movie? Oh, I forgot all about. We gotta go to the movies. All right, I'll get to you in a minute.
Okay, so second part of that, and I love that answer. Thank you. The second part of that is how influential is, or how do you view, what's your perspective on females in the same genres?
They killers.
No doubt.
The
Yo, we
females are
had Miss
killers.
Shady here. Ooh, baby.
Yeah, but the females. I'm like this. I don't really think it should be a separation. And when I say that, I feel like the women can hold their own. I done seen women kick niggas' ass a bunch of times in this game. It's not like it can't happen. And women got a bad stigma because it feel like every time you see a woman do good, she get the rep like, oh, somebody writing for her. No. I damn near raised Miss Hustle. I know for a fact she write for herself. I seen her. Miss Hustle one of the best ones doing it. I know she writes for herself. That girl been rapping since I known her. Since she was about 6 years old. That girl's been rapping, putting raps on paper. So you ain't gonna never convince me a nigga wrote for Miss Hustle. You know what I mean? QB is another one. QB used to be behind me. I sat here in my house and me and her made history together. I ain't write nothing. That girl was giving me ideas like, yo, bro, what if we did? Her mind be clicking. 40 bars is another. Chrissy Yamaguchi is another. I've seen these girls pen. So when you tell me that these girls are being written for, I can't subscribe to that.
You think it's a cop out?
I think it's just
scared?
I don't think niggas are scared. I just think sometimes we look at women as such delicate flowers sometimes that when they do something so aggressive and amazing like battle rap, we be like, nah, that's not you. Like, it's just like women got talent too, man. Women, why do you think men got only niggas that can rap? You know what I mean? And these women, like, E-Hard is a killer. E-Hard is the number one. E-Hard did a song with Team Homi back in the day. Rest in peace, my brother Jay Arch. When Arch was alive, Arch had a project called Maintaining Altitudes, and E-Hard is on it. And she came to the studio and pinned her shit right there to the beat, went in the booth, laid her shit down. Like, yo, women rap, man. So as far as, I feel like there's killers. I think there's women out here that really need more light put on them. I think battle rap, like, shout out to Remy Ma, right? Remy Ma came up with Chrome 23, and when she came up with it, it was supposed to be a female-based lead. Feel me? And the reason why she stopped making it all females is because she said, from what I'm hearing, is, the females wasn't bringing her money back. She wasn't seeing a return on her investment like that. You know what I mean? And I think that's wrong. I think the females should pull in just as much money as the dudes do. If they sell the tickets like the dudes do. You understand what I'm saying? I don't think it should be a separation. When I say separation, we have a Cody and we have a Wody. And I think that's wrong because women can run for Cody. A woman can win Cody too, but a man can't win Wody. You feel me? So if it's just going to be Cody, just let it be Cody. And any man or female can win it. It's just whatever. I feel like women double dipping right there, if you ask me. You mean tell me Miss Hustle can win Cody and win Wody? Well, nigga can't do that. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, y'all cheating on one end, but at the same time, if y'all won't be down, if we gonna let them in, just let them in, man. Fuck all this Wody shit. It's all Cody, champion of the year. Champion is male or female, man. That's it, man. Whoever won.
No doubt. No doubt.
Now we got woman of the year too. A nigga can't win a woman of the year. You understand what I'm saying? It shouldn't be a separation. If they're gonna fight, let them fight.
Yeah, no doubt. I love that perspective. I absolutely adore that.
And if we would have did that shit, man of the year, y'all would have went crazy. Yeah, that's why you laughing. Go ahead, man. We ain't doing that.
Look,
I'm a realist. One thing y'all gonna learn about Swave today. I'm a realist. I'm gonna be real.
look,
I might say something y'all don't like, but it's only if you don't like it and you do your research, you're gonna be like, damn, that nigga right though. Yeah, it may not be peaches and cream, but it's gonna be the truth.
Look here, I have no problem with transparency, vulnerability, straight truth, straight up. Yeah, no problems at all. I love the perspective. I appreciate the fact that you use the opportunity to even have that conversation to pour in. So thank you. Much respect. Again, that's a level up. And if in a few minutes you're gonna get an extra man point. So with that being said,
What that mean?
Just the extra
I need
man
an
point,
extra
like
man
playing a
point.
video game, ping, 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 like Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, okay, I got you.
So,
Right.
with that being said, take me through your writing process. I always like to pick brains about that because of the fact that that's my passion, that's my hobby. So, I love to hear how other people are inspired. I love to hear what your process is, all the way down to memorization. Oh yeah, I'm in your business. Come talk to
smoking
Auntie.
weed. I smoke tons of weed and I play beats that I love. Sometimes I play music that inspires me. I write my battles to beats. And I know when you hear my battles, you probably like, man, he wouldn't be able to say that on the beat and be. I wouldn't have. That's because in the battle I ad lib a lot, and I try to tell a story when I'm on stage, and I change it up. But I write all the main lines and all the punches and all that shit come out to beats. Beats inspire me. But my writing process depends on my opponent. You know what I mean? You know, some opponents that I don't like, then I'm gonna go dive. I'm gonna pull up the history. We gonna expose the shit out you. I'm gonna show the world who you really are. You know what I mean? Niggas I got respect for, skill, pen wise, then I just bar fest with them niggas. Like I just and then, you know, okay, for instance, I had a blue room battle with Remedy Loco. Remedy Loco is my boy. I have no hate in my heart for that boy. I love that boy to death, right? And he always asked me to train him because he boxes. And he wanted me to train him for some fights he had coming up. And at the time he was asking me, I had gave birth to my son. This was that long ago. So I never got around to training him. I was an at-home dad, like, you know what I mean? I had a daughter before, but this is my son. So you know how that, like my son, I'm no longer with his mother, unfortunately, but my son lives with me right now. That's how it is with me and him. So we ain't have, so I ain't really get around to training him. So when they came up for the battle, I said, I'm gonna cook him, but it's gonna be a lesson. And that was my writing process. My writing process was using truth. Okay, this nigga asked me to train him. We gonna expose the world on that. I don't want you to talk tough to me, nigga, because you asked me to train you, so you know what it is with me. So let's get all that tough talk out the way. That's my way of canceling that out. Because he does a lot of tough talk. He does a lot of, because he's a fighter. So in the other time he battled, he kind of bullies niggas. You're not gonna bully me. Oh, you're a fighter? I'm a fighter? Check this out. You asked me to train you, so let's get that tough shit out the way. Don't even try it. So I like to cancel out your strengths, make them your weaknesses.
I like that. I like that. I like that. I like these answers. I love these. I love the dissection.
And then with A-Ward, my most recent battle with A-Ward, that's out. A-Ward is a Christian battle rapper. I don't want to really bully him because I also believe in God. God protects me every day. You feel me? So, but it came around a time where my brother Bishop Brigante passed away. And Bishop left a list for me of battle rappers he wanted me to kill, and A-Ward just happened to be on it. So that's the only reason why I didn't cancel that battle. That I felt like, okay, this is for Bishop. So my writing process wasn't even for me for that battle. It was for Bishop. And if you watch that battle, you can see my third round, I break down how I was writing it. And in the middle of writing that battle, I got the call that Bishop died. So I put it all in the battle. Like, I put it, everything that happened, all in the battle. And it came out great. Like, if I say so myself, I love it. And it wasn't even about punchlines. That battle wasn't about punchlines to me. It was about substance. You know what I mean? It was about making people relate to something different. Everybody come here and hear punchlines and jokes and all this funny shit and intricate shit and schemes and entendres and all that. We hear that shit all the time. Let me do something else. Plus, this coming from my heart, from my brother. And they fucked with it. So my writing process changed according to my opponent. You know what I mean?
That's what's up. Salute and condolences. Much respect to them. And then my last question, and I'll be quiet. And again, I appreciate these answers being lengthy because I like to absorb a lot.
Right.
And it's literally leading into the next question I have for you, which is from your perspective, with your experience with all these battles under your belt, what do you look for that makes you think, oh, okay, that's a hot writer? Because I heard you talking about somebody's pen being fire. Like, what components make you think, oh yeah, this all the ingredients to make this thing smoke?
Am I writing process?
No. When you consider somebody else to be a fire writer or artist,
what do I listen for?
Yes.
To consider that there. That's a good question because it's kind of different. Like, I'm a tough critic. I like when bars are well thought out. I like when niggas dots connect. You know what I mean? I don't like when people just jump from one thought to the other. And this is what Danny Meyer does this shit a lot. But Danny Myers can write because I heard him do substance. I heard him connect his dots a lot of times too. But sometimes Danny Myers, you know what? One of my pet peeves of battle rap, I hate when niggas say whack ass setups just to make a punchline rhyme. You know what I mean?
Like orchestrate.
Yeah. But the punchline was something like I'm trying to think of one. I be Xing these shits out my brain, but it's like it's not even proper English. You know what I mean? The nigga would say some shit like,
I got one for you.
Go ahead.
Dot said umbrella. Umbrella.
All right, that's a good one. Umbrella, the umbrella. Like, nigga, umbrella is the word, but he said the umbrella. Like, it's like, I get it, you trying to be funny, but it's like, yo, my nigga, I don't like that shit. I don't like when niggas try to make, or they try to change the sounding of a word to make their punchline rhyme. I don't be liking that type of shit. Use the actual language, man. Show your talent and make the actual words rhyme, man. Don't try to bend the words to make your shit rhyme. That shit cheating. Anybody can do that.
I've never heard that before.
You know what? But then again, I could be a hypocrite by saying that because Black Thought does that, and I love it when he do it.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? So when Black Thought, he do it with a certain style, though. You know what I mean?
That part.
When you say Southeastern Pennsylvania Transportation Authority is what I'm probably on if I ain't whipping a land throughout your section. Like, you see section is section, but he says section. So, you know what I mean? But it was just like, damn, he flowing, though. Like, it's like, I don't know. Sometimes I like it. In battle rap, I don't like it. Let me say, like, I don't like it in battle rap. Niggas be doing it to make punchlines rhyme and they setups be trash. The punchline be hard, but the setup be garbage.
Okay, wait. All right. Can I tell you my tagline?
Sure.
All right. So my name is Melissa. You spell that Malysa, but if you flip it around and pronounce it again, it sounds like asylum. And yeah, I know that shit's crazy. Can I use it?
No, that's kind of ill. Yeah, that's kind of ill.
Okay, bet. I just wanted to test it out with a professional.
Nah, that shit is kind of, that's dope.
I've literally never heard anybody say that before. Like, I don't like when people make stuff fit. And I'm like, dang, okay, I got, y'all heard it here first. It's okay, anyway. But those are all my questions for now. I appreciate that. I appreciate the way that your mind works. It's really intricate. It's very detailed, which means that you pay infinite attention to things.
Yes.
Everything is in its particular place, so it's strategic.
Yes.
And
Strategic is the word. Tactical. That's me.
Tactical, diabolical in nature.
Yeah.
But to be able to here's what I think, respectfully. I think that every genius is a little crazy. So I always tell people, just welcome to the asylum. It is what it is, because it requires a certain amount of taming and overthinking mind, right? So yeah, much respect to your ability to kind of keep that together.
Appreciate you.
Absolutely.
And just in case you never heard it before.
Fuck, if I'm vexed, bullets are rain from umbrella. You ain't even catch that. Bullets are rain from Beretta.
I had to play that shit, my nigga.
Yeah,
that shit was crazy.
Bullets are rain from my umbrella. I hear you.
Oh shit.
I'll go right ahead, Big Ock, and I got a question right after that. We'll go ahead, Big Ock.
All right, what's up, Swave?
Hey, what's going on, bro?
Nothing much, brother. I want to ask you about this project that you did with Parallel Thought. Like, how did you link up with him? It's the Hell Up in Harlem.
Hell Up in Harlem. Okay, Parallel Thought. I knew them, from my days in underground, independent hip hop. I hate calling it underground. Independent hip hop. Rest in peace, PH. They had did some music with PH back in the day, and a bunch of other artists that I know they did music with. And my man Breeze Ever Flowing was a friend of theirs, and when I met them, they was just coming up to me. They was fans already, telling me how much they liked the sound, they liked the music I was putting out back in the days, and they wanted to work with me. And I ain't really know them, but they started submitting music to me, and they beats was good. So I heard them out one day, and then my boy Lower Velocity, they had another dude named Kano, I think his name, and Low and Kano had a relationship, and I was chilling with them smoking one day, and they were telling me how them dudes just kept talking about me, like, yo, they really want to work with you. So I finally decided to hear them out. I sat down, took a meeting with them, and they told me they plan. They told me they independent label and how they wanted to shop the project, and they had a whole mapped out plan. And I was just like, all right, y'all sound like y'all know what y'all doing, so I'm with it. They used to come pick me up, drive me all the way out to Jersey, and we used to record at their studio. And we recorded that album in about maybe a month, 2 months, maybe 2 months. You know what I mean? The whole album. And, the whole album was like a concept album because it's like all sampled from blaxploitation movies. Did you know that?
Yeah, I peeped that.
Yeah, so all the samples, except for one song, but all the rest of them are sampled from blaxploitation movies.
Mm-hmm. You ever thought about doing a part 2?
Yes.
I think it deserves a part 2 for real.
Yes. We was talking about it. I think I am going to do it. I'm working on a project right now called the Lavi Swave project.
Shit.
Soon that finish. And then I'm going to do Hell Up in Harlem too. I did think about doing that though. Definitely did.
Yeah. Are you going to work with them again, or are you going to try to go with somebody else?
Nah, I think it's only right. Just go back to them. Hell Up in Harlem. That was our brain, baby.
Because
I might not do blaxploitation this time. I might not do blaxploitation this time. I might just do regular shit, but it's just gonna be that same kind of Harlem vibe type shit. That shit was just, I love the concept of it. Hell Up in Harlem, and then if you listen to the beats, it got that. Like one of my favorite songs on there is my favorite song because it was my father's favorite song before he died, and it's called Inner City.
Mm-hmm.
Back on the streets again. That shit, man.
That's the second joint.
Yeah. So my father, when he heard that, he was like, "Hey, this is my kind of." My father was into that. You know what I mean? So he wasn't into rap, but for some reason that song right there just hit the spot. So he loved it, and so I loved it. So that's one of my favorite songs on the album.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that joint that you did with Ike Peter, At Your Own Risk.
At Your Own Risk, yeah, that's my shit too.
Yeah, that shit was fire.
We supposed to see the video for that. We never did.
Damn.
I don't think I might still do that. Fuck it.
Yeah, to do that shit.
Yeah, At Your Own Risk. Excuse me, I'm smoking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm doing the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, that Parallel Thought, those are my friends, man. I still fuck with them heavy. They actually just put out another album with an MC named Defcee. And I'm actually on the project on a song called Roadwork. It's the bonus track on the album. So me and Defcee I still work with them. They still hit me up about, 16s and all that. So yeah, shout out to Parallel Thought.
Yeah, shit's fire. What else? Whatever. When did you actually start rhyming?
Okay, I started when I was 9. I took it serious high school. In high school, that's when everybody was really telling me, yo, you nice. You know what I mean? I had an older brother. Well, he's not my blood brother, but I called him my brother because he hung out with my older brother. And he's no longer living, but his name was Delic. Delic taught me how to rhyme. Delic was the first person I ever knew who had a record deal. He was signed to Capitol Records when I was in grade school. And I remember coming home from school one day, and there was a whole video production on my block. They were shooting a video called Mind Games. And my brother was in it. They was all dressed like, the name of the crew is X-Town Posse. You could probably Google this, or you could YouTube X-Town Posse. They had an album called Fallout Shelter. And my brother used to do beatboxing, so he was part of the group. Delic was the main rapper. The DJ was KG. He changed his name to Uptown Freaky Man now. And yeah, these were the rappers that taught me the business. And Delic was also a street nigga, so he taught me that too. You know what I mean? So when my father wasn't around, Delic was like, he taught me everything a man should know that my father didn't. You understand what I'm saying? Delic no longer with us either. But this is my schooling. You know what I mean? So I used to always my house was the rehearsal spot. You know what I mean? And they used to be up in my kitchen 3, 4 in the morning, beatboxing and rapping. And I used to be back there with them, school nights and all, to the point my mom, get your ass in the bed. You got school in the morning. What y'all doing back here? All this fucking noise in my kitchen. You know what I mean? And that was just, I used to love it when Delic came over. Like, oh, it's about to get, you know what I mean? We about to be in the kitchen jamming. And and then my little ass used to write little raps thinking, next time they come to the kitchen, I'm going to kick it. You know what I mean? Like, so that's exactly what I did. I used to write these little raps, and Delic used to break my heart. Like, man, go ahead with that little bullshit. That ain't it. Nah, you're not ready. This was just, you not ready. Those 3 words used to haunt me. You're not ready. I used to be like, damn, I'm writing my heart out. Like, what I got to do? Nah, you're not ready. Oh, listen to this one. Nah, you're not ready. And then one day, I wrote one. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, black girls call me daddy, senoritas call me Padro. That's all I remember. I don't remember the rest of that shit. Right? No, I said, now this here is how I'm going to start. I'm so damn smart, I bust rhymes when I fart. Some shit like that. Little kid shit. And he looked at me and said, you ain't write that. I didn't get the you not ready. So as soon as I heard that from him, I said, got him. And I wrote every day. I wrote every day. I don't even give a fuck if it was a whole verse or not. I don't get half a page, full page, 4 lines on the page. I was writing something. And I just honed it. I just honed my skills. And then one day, they had a big-ass park jam. I live across the street from a park in Harlem, Mount Morris Park. And there was a big-ass park jam. Niggas like DJ equipment out. Niggas got it plugged up to light pole. You know how niggas used to rig it up. And they jamming. And then they play the break beats. Niggas out there rhyming, ciphering. And I'm like, damn, I want to rhyme so bad. The Delic, he rhyming. He got the block going crazy. Oh, hey, oh. After he rhymed, I look at him, yo, can I rhyme? He said, you think you could do this? I said, let me do it. And they gave me the mic, and I did it, and got the, what? That was it for me. Oh, this is over. Nah, this is what? That's the crowd reacting to me? It's over. After that was over, I was in high school like, yo, you rap? I'll battle you right now. I was on the blocks walking around off camera ever. Who nice on that block? I kill him. I was cutting him.
Hell yeah.
It was over. And then after that, Delic was like, he started taking me around with him, sick of me all nigga. Dude, I go get my little brother, he kill you and this shit. It was Swave, come out here, nigga. This nigga think he nice. What? I kill him.
Mm-hmm. Man, you mentioned beatboxing, man. Beatboxing is a lost art, man.
Yo, my brother, I don't know if you ever heard of Eminard. You ever heard of Eminard?
I heard that name before.
Eminard, back in the days, they used to have beatbox competitions. Eminard is from Harlem. This nigga was the beatbox champ. Like, he was in the paper. Daily News wrote about this nigga. This nigga was like the best beatboxer a nigga ever heard in life. Him and my brother went at it in the park right here across the street from me. And my brother beat him. It just ain't get recorded. It was some shit that just sparked up because everybody was outside and my brother was in the fucking set. He was here, Eminem was here, and everybody started instigating and they just wound up going at it. And my brother killed that nigga, bro. That's how nice my brother Ivan was. But he never really got that record because Ivan's a carpenter now. He's an esteemed for the union. He be building buildings and shit. He get money, driving Mercedes. He ain't thinking about this shit no more. But in his time, that nigga beatboxing skill was unmatched. And he beat Eminem, B. That's a fact.
Hell yeah, I heard some of the flyest rhymes spit over a beatbox. Straight up.
You know, we used to do that shit. That and banging on tables in the cafeteria.
Yep, that too.
We used to go crazy to that type of shit. That was hip. That was the essence.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you know you can rap. That's how you know you can rap. That's how you. It wasn't about the beats. The beats was just nigga banging on the table or spitting and shit. It was how you rolled them off, how you activated it. You know what I mean? You had to start the crowd up with what you said. Yeah, well, that's where I come from.
Yeah, that's the essence right there.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Then came the niggas walking around with boom boxes and playing instrumental tapes. That was the next stage.
Too.
Yeah, I was one of them. What?
I was a beatbox too back in the day. I was kind of nice, but
I never beatbox. I could never beatbox well.
Shit, but I can't do it no more. I smoke too much now. I ain't even got it no more.
I was never a beatbox nigga, but the boombox with the instrumental tape, I was walking around with them. Mad when the batteries start dying and your shit starts slowing down. The music, you be like, damn, I need batteries. We tight. Gotta get mad C batteries and shit.
I always came out with fresh batteries. They had some extra ones in my pocket.
See, I learned that later on. You know what I mean?
So let me ask: when you used to put the batteries in the freezer, did that shit really work, or am I bugging?
That's a myth.
Yeah, that shit don't work. That don't work at all.
Fucking work. Who the fuck came up with freezing batteries and thought that shit was gonna recharge? Who said that, bro? And we black people were so fucking gullible, bro. I had mad batteries in my freezer back then. Them shits don't work, nigga.
Man, it's two more days, man. 2 more days.
You know what else? You know what else is a myth? Fucking the AC making your gas go out. No, it don't. That niggas be like, you turn the AC off, be on run out of gas. No, the AC run on Freon. It don't run on gas. It don't. No, it's not true. Everybody with cars that think that shit is true, read up on it. It's not true. Fuck my head up too.
Oh, you know what? I have a question, right? Oh yeah, Big Ock, do your thing, man. I got a question about one of our favorites.
You good?
One of our favorites, right? So you gotta let me know. Maybe like I think you've already asked it before. I'm gonna play the situation, then I'm gonna ask you a question right after this.
All right.
Fire your flesh. It's tethered whenever severing the guards connect. Open season, homie, guard your neck. See his killer be killed. Don't be the one we target next. Too late. Remove safety, aim steady, semi blam. The clearing war on any man in skinny pants. Walk with a torch in a bucket of ethos. For the next nigga I see with his jeans tucked in his
sneakers. From old school brutality rap, nozzle to nostrils, nigga, run your salary cap. There's a difference. You talk shit cause your battery charged. Me, I talk shit, then catch a battery charge.
That's fire.
One of my favorite rappers of all time is Sean P. You know what I'm saying? What was the writing process in that booth? with him in the room. You know what I'm saying? How was that? Because everybody's killing it. You killed it.
Yo,
He
son,
killed it. Yeah.
that was one of the best studio sessions ever. Rest in peace, my brother. Sean Price is my son godfather. Him and Bernadette is my son godparents. So when I say that family, that's really my family. You know what I mean?
That's big dope.
And I'm a Decept. If anybody know who that Decepticons is from back in the days, yeah, I'm one of them niggas that terrorized New York back in the day. Yeah, I am. But that song, that was on Kimbo Slice, his mixtape, right?
Correct.
Kimbo Price, right? And we was in the studio just recording. Sean was just recording. He recorded like 40 songs, maybe more. And then he was doing an elimination process. So that day we actually went to the studio, me, Penn, we went to the studio to meet him. And we were just in there chilling. We wasn't even trying to rap. We wasn't even planning to do a song. We was just there to help him choose songs to put on the mixtape. You know what I mean? We were doing elimination. And he had that beat. He was like, this beat right here, I got right here. I ain't used this shit yet, but this shit, you know what I mean? And the verse he kicked on it, he had it already. He kicked it to that beat. And the way he was rapping, we was in the studio vibing like, oh, that shit sounds stupid. So he just left the beat playing. Like, you know what I mean? Caught a phone call or some shit. I know he stepped out for a little bit. And me and Penn was just in there and the beat just kept playing. And Dan the Man was the engineer at the time. So we just kept telling him, we told him to keep the shit on repeat. And I wrote my verse. I just wrote a verse. Boom. The beat played. By the time Sean came back, I had my verse. And then when he came back in the studio, I started kicking it. And he was like, what's that? And I said, I just wrote it to this. What's up? He said, get in the booth. When I got in the booth, I laid my shit down. When I came out, Penn was like, yo, my shit finished. Fuck it. He's like, get in the booth. You know what I mean? So Penn went in the booth. He laid his shit down.
He said, this nigga gonna play this fire ass beat around me. He gonna go get on the phone. I got him. As soon as he come back, he had that shit ready.
So after Penn verse, I was like, Sean, get in the booth. Sean was like, nah. We like, what? He was like, nah, I'm about to leave. I was like, oh, he's a sucker, my nigga. You know what I mean? Like, get in the booth, go put that verse down. So he's like, no, I'm going to do it next week. Because he was in the studio every week, every Thursday. He said, I'm going to come back next week. I'm going to lay it down. So I said, fuck it, I'm coming back next week, too. I'm make sure you do that shit. He said, nigga, come through. Next Thursday came, I went. Nigga said, yo, as soon as I walked in the studio, yo, I said, yo, what's up? He said, press play. Press play, his verse came on. I said, ah! And then he said, guess what? I said, what? He said, it's going to make the mixtape. I said, well, that's what's up. And that's what it is. It made the mixtape.
That's fire. Fire.
Hell yeah, that's fire.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's my shit.
I also do have a question. Like I said, our affinity for Sean P, you know what I'm saying? Sean Price, you know what I'm saying? Like, one of my things that I hold dear to is like when I bought like, I think it was like 6 CDs at one time at Best Buy because it was just sitting there. I didn't even look like, yo, I hated that shit. I bought all 6 of them. But so but Sean P, that's my folks, man. I love, you know what I'm saying, the way that he's rhyme, you know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that you do the same thing, which is like aggression with it.
I got a Sean P shirt on right now. That's crazy.
That's fire.
Right.
That's fire. Yeah, man. Let me see. I'm gonna play another track right quick. Your thoughts on this right here?
That's the shit I just did with Parallel Thought and Defcee. That's the shit right there. Shout out to them.
Man, that shit's fire, Joe.
Appreciate you. That just dropped, actually.
Yeah,
so you know we had to play
on
that right
Friday. Yeah, that album just dropped on Friday, so y'all can go download that Defcee Parallel Thought.
You know what? All right, so let me tell you this way. All right, me personally, this is all right. So I'm gonna go buy the album. You know why? I need a physical copy because I've been trying to train folks to stop doing it the new way, which is to go down. Like, no, go purchase
and all that.
Yeah, fuck yo. If you got an album, CD, merch, let me know where it's at so I can go personally go buy. You know what I'm saying? That's my way of saying thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I bought 6 CDs at one time. I bought the Sean P, the shirt at the time. That's actually my storage unit, but I buy everything. You know what I'm saying? This is my way of saying thank you. You know what I'm saying? Because you can just listen to it right quick and it never, it don't mean nothing. At least to me, it don't mean anything. I like that when people like if you got like I know you got some stuff going on, so we're gonna make sure that we support that as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? So you also want to speak about restore order, IP. So you speak about that whole situation too, man.
Shout out to my brother IP. IP been my partner since I come from a group called CVs. If you don't know the history of Swave, I come from a group, CVs. It was me, IP, and my man Pro Rock. And, we had a record deal with Subverse back in the days. We did college tours. We put out a project, The Jump Off, back in the days. And, so me and IP been rocking since rocking. And Delic was the one who put us together as a group. Like, we always just rapped and we just rapping, but Delic was like, y'all two niggas need to be together. And we just been together ever since. You know what I mean? We always been a squad, but then we started rapping after Delic just saw something in both of us. Like, yo, y'all two compliment each other in a way that, trust me, y'all niggas need to. And we did. And it been working ever since type shit. So that's just been, you know what I mean? That's the foundation. So IP, he just, whenever you see me, you probably see him. You know what I mean? Or vice versa. But that's just my nigga. Been my nigga since we was little niggas. And he just one of those very consistent friends in my life that just always been around. I mean, family. I said friend. That's actually my cousin. So, I mean, that's what it is.
And also, you know what? I don't know if good time to ask the question. The situation as far it was a good battle, right, between you and the Goonies, right? I know y'all could have just.
Yeah, I hate that battle.
Yeah. You want to explain why you hate that battle? I'm not just in short if you want. You don't got to speak to
because it just turned into something that it wasn't supposed to be. You know what I mean? It was a free for all. I almost killed Jack Boy on stage that day. I just felt like it just took my total focus away from the goal. You know what I mean? And then when Twerk jumped in and Drugs jumped in, it was just like, oh, y'all niggas doing that, so I ain't care no more. So I just looked at my nigga. I let Penn jump in. Rum Nitty jumped in. We just said, fuck it, we gonna do it too. You know what I mean? And we just did it. So it wasn't planned like that. It's just something that just kind of happened. And at first, I figured, in the heat of the moment, you figure, fuck it, we gonna even the playing field. But when I look at it, I don't like how it came out.
Yeah, it makes sense, man. I also want to say there's a lot of leagues that were, from the past till now. I got to shout out to, International Pete, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You got to shout out to D-Rec, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to D-Rec, you know what I'm saying? With Prime Time. Yo, that's why I found out about you back. I said, yo, who's this dude, man? You know what I'm saying? You went against, which I'm about to play in a second, which is you versus Deacon Frost, right? So battles like that, you know what I'm saying? Because Deacon had his own way of rhyming and all that, and then you were like, yo, your mannerisms was like, yo, this nigga. I ain't gonna say it on the mic, but you was like, this nigga like trash. The way you was talking to the nigga, and I was like, yo, this dude got mad aggression. That's what I'm talking about. So that was fire the way you was just battling. So
he was trash. I mean, we gonna be real. We gonna be real, man. He was horrible.
Yeah, that's there was a lot of crazy battles back then, man. But yeah, so like
I was the boogeyman back then, though.
Mm-hmm.
I was the boogeyman of this shit back then, man. I was killing everything that got in front of me. You know what I mean? That's when everybody was running from me. It was hard for me to get a good battle back then because everybody was running. Everybody was scared. That's how the disaster battle happened. He was the only one to step up to the plate. So we brought him to New York. Cooked his ass too.
And I'm glad and that situation kind of arose and went crazy, left. I don't want to speak about that situation, but yeah. I mean, you already talked about it before when battle rap became a little too volatile, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad that that's not there anymore. It's a little bit, it's progressed since then. And I'm definitely appreciative of that, you know what I'm saying? And the battle, like I'm saying, oh, you know what? So let me say, who are some of the rappers or some of the battle rappers that you are seeing that are coming up right now that you're like, man, that dude is fire right there as far, you know what I'm saying, some of the younger cats that's coming up right now?
Oh, I like the Eunice cat. I like him. Eunice is fire. Who else? Who else I like that's fire coming out? King. There's this dude named King out of Detroit. Fire. That nigga nice. Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? I don't know. It's a couple dudes, man. Those two I just mentioned, they the standouts to me for out of the new dudes to me. Eunice and King. I like Hansel too. Hansel is nice. Yeah, I like them new dudes.
I'm gonna definitely check for one, man, because I'm looking for some new folks to tap in with. But go right ahead, Miss Melissa or Big Eye, what's your question?
I think my last question is, because but my last question is, especially salute to you being a single parent. What are your key factors in building legacy for your genre, your gift, your assignment?
What is it again?
What is your basically what would you say that you want to leave as your fingerprints or your footprints of a legacy based off of what you've been building?
That's a good question. Well, basically, I just want to I want everybody to know that Swave Sevah didn't back down from nothing. That's for one. You know what I mean? And for two, everything I did was just to make everything better, make my team better, make my family better. You know what I mean? Help push the culture forward. You know what I mean? When people bring up about people that help push this culture forward, my name better come up. Because I created Restore Order just for that reason. Right? You know what I mean? And we 5 years, almost 6 years. We be 6 years in October. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I just want my legacy to know. And, as far as the skills go, I know what it is. I cook these niggas, B. I got the most 3-0. I got the most 3-0s in battle rap. The most 3-0s. There was a point where niggas wasn't even winning a round against. Yeah. So.
That's what's up, and I love that because my tail end was going to be how much between 0 and 100% do you feel like you've ate of that already? But we already here. We here. Yeah. But that's what's up. I love that.
Mm-hmm. So I feel like I still got more work to do though. Well,
let's drive it. Where?
This is like for instance. So if you look at my A-Ward battle in my third round, I mentioned about a list that Bishop. I got a story. So after I was writing for A-Ward, and then Bishop's son called me. I happened to be up all night. This is like probably 7, 8 in the morning. Lito called me, Bishop's son, and he told me Bishop died. And everything kind of just stopped for me. It went blank. I couldn't think of nothing else to write. I'm sitting there crying like a fucking baby. I know Bishop was probably looking at me like, yo, you a bitch ass nigga. I don't even care. Like I was balling in here. Like that's my nigga. You know what I mean? Best friend. So I was going to cancel the battle. This is word to everything. So in the midst of me thinking what I'm going to do, I finally say, fuck it, I'm going to cancel the battle. I go to call my man Scoop, who was throwing the battle, who booked the battle, to let him know, man, I send your deposit back. I'm not doing that fucking battle. You know what I mean? And then I'm battling A-Ward, who I love. I ain't really going to be able to go in there with this mindset and battle a nigga like A-Ward. Right? So as I was going to call this man, I had my ironing board in my crib broke. So I'm being mad ghetto right now. So I be using the little fold up tables I got, putting them together, throw a towel on, I'll be my ironing board until I get another one. So the ironing and setup and shit was in my room. Right? So as I go reach for my phone, I knocked the iron over on my foot. Pain immediately takes over. Pain. I'm rolling around like, oh my fucking gosh. Right? It stopped me from making a phone call. About 30 minutes later, I come to, and I'm thinking of Bishop, and I'm thinking of conversations I had with the nigga, and this fucking text message. I'm going through my phone, old text message, old jokes we shared and shit, and then this list pops up. Yo, these the battle rappers I need you to kill, bro. A-Ward, the second name on the list. So I said, oh, I can't cancel this battle. So, there's 5 names on this list. These 5 names I got, there's one name I don't think I'm going to be able to get. I'm going to keep it real. I don't think it's going to happen. So I'm going to find a substitute for it. But I don't know how. I'm going to try to figure it out because I got connected to Bishop somehow. But A-Ward is, so far I scratched one off. There's other names on this list that I got to do. I got a battle July 26th with Ave. Ave's name is on the list. So I'm going to scratch him off too. And then the other 3 names, I'm going to work on it. So I'm going to reveal the list right before the Ave battle. So that's what I'm on right now. I'm on a mission. It's for my brother. So that's why I feel like after this list is done, I'll probably retire.
Nah, man. No. Nah. We gotta find some new competitors or something, brother. Nah, man.
I'm saying, yeah, as far as me looking for battlers, I ain't gonna be doing that. You know what I mean? Now, if niggas call me and make something worth my while, we can talk about it. But I ain't gonna be shopping for battles like that. I ain't doing it. This is gonna be my, you know what I mean? Because I don't really have an end game, bro. Somebody asked me in another interview, who do I think my end game battle is? I don't think I have one. You know what I mean? I never looked at battle as like, I never looked at a battle rapper as my nemesis. Like, I'll fuck these niggas up. I ain't thinking about these niggas like that. I always just look at it like competition in sports and friendly, like, you know what I mean? Just have fun type shit. I never looked at it like, yo, it's a video game and who's the ending boss for you? I don't have one. You know what I mean? I fight whoever y'all put in front of me. I just don't battle Harlem niggas. Headice's the only Harlem nigga I really battled, and that's because I had to separate myself from him because niggas was saying I sounded like him. And we don't sound nothing alike. So.
That's fine. I didn't know you did. Like I said, that's one thing I didn't know, that you don't want to battle home team.
Nah, it makes sense. I'm Harlem. I was born in Harlem Hospital, baby.
Makes sense.
I don't like battling a home team because I think nobody can fuck with my home team. If all the battle rappers in Harlem got together and went against any region in this world, they not winning. I say it again. You can get any region in this world. I don't give a fuck who you like, where they from. Tell them to get their squad. I'll go get me, Mook, Rex, Lux, Ice, Clips, K-Shine, Miss Hustle. They not beating us.
Nah. It's not happening.
It's not. You call whoever you want.
And that's the fire list right there you just mentioned off too. And I'm glad.
That's Harlem.
Yeah, wow.
That's all Harlem. That's Harlem. Lux, Mook, and Rex. That's already. Charlie Clips, that's already right there. That's 4. K-Shine, that's 5. Me, Head Ice, Miss Hustle, that's 8 right there. That's not, nobody's gonna beat us.
Yeah, I don't see it. That's crazy. Yeah, man. So let me play this round right quick, like 2 seconds of this right quick, man.
Yep.
I ain't gonna front. When I was writing this 3rd round, I was in the groove. I like what I came up with so far. How I try to compare hip hop to the good book. Yeah, I like how I put those bars. Then I suddenly added a race angle without sounding racist or spewing hatred, just letting you know as long as you're gonna be a white battle rapper in the game, a lot of people gonna say shit. Yeah, I was in the zone, y'all.
Let's go, rap. Hold up. That's wild.
But then I got a phone call. And I was thrown off. It was the voice of my nephew Lito on the other line, telling me that in a somber tone, unlike the way he sound any other time. And he told me that his pops, my best friend, my brother, just transitioned to the other side. Oh.
Yo, that exhale, that feels like everything escapes. That breath that feels like it's gonna be the last one you take. Anxiety, lightheaded, I'm feeling like I'm a faint. Yo, all those ideas just converted into tears. Everything went blank. Yo, the thoughts of my brother Bishop being gone making me nauseous. Yo, there ain't a crew in battle rap that took this many losses. This feeling is morbid. In the pit of my soul, it feel like torment. I started to hit Scoop up and say, yo, fuck this battle, I forfeit. But then I remember my nigga Bish sent me a list of battle rappers he wanted me to kill. And you're on it. The war diss might just be the day that you prayed for. The day you see if all your praise and worshiping pays off. I'm sending you to the light, bitch. When I'm finished with A-Ward, his body laying lifeless. His spirit going AWOL. Yo, I went crazy on A-Ward.
Fact.
Wage war, $1.3 from the nozzle. This could quickly go from him preaching the gospel to a scene out of hostel. I'm aiming. Crosshairs locked on all the A's men. Fold y'all quicker than hands before y'all say amen. Yo, son, I went snuff your cheek. When I say snuff your chin, let a jab slide through. If you turn the other cheek, I'm gonna snuff that side too.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh man, that was for Bishop, man.
Shout out to Bishop, man. Thank you for being here again. Thank you, Swave, for being here at the Great Lyricists Only podcast. Really appreciate you for being here.
Appreciate y'all for having me, man. Thank you.
For sure, man.
I appreciate the questions too. Word, great questions.
For sure, man. Thank you, man. We do our research. We also want to be a little different, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm adding the audio, you know what I'm saying? We don't want to just ask a question about something that I can literally, play the audio so you can hear it for yourself, because it's your turn to be like the guest, and you know what I'm saying? Because you're always doing your thing as a host at times. It's our turn to be the host for you, you know what I'm saying? To show like our creativity behind the mic and say, you know what I'm saying, our little questions and things. So this is my way of saying thank you, you know what I mean?
No doubt,
but yeah, so Big, Melissa, you got a question?
I don't. I feel like I don't even want to take this man through no more of my questions. But
yeah, I love your question, B. I was about to just big you up saying, because you said something about my lengthy answers. I'm saying those kind of questions require those kind of answers. So good questions.
I appreciate
I could give you one word answers all day if you give me the bullshit questions. Yeah. How was that? Oh yeah, that was cool. You know what I mean? I could shorten this shit easy. But yeah, let's get in depth.
No, I could dig it. I figure if you gonna blow on trees, you might as well put your head back and look up and think about some things.
Right.
So
things that make you go, fact.
No, it's been a pleasure. I appreciate you stopping through. I appreciate all those questions. My mic is retired on questions for you this evening. I just want to pour back in and say thank you. May God restore you 100 and beyond for everything that you've poured out in presence, in legacy, in your journey, and what you hope to teach, the wisdom, the instruction, all of that. It's much respected, greatly appreciated.
Yes, indeed. I appreciate you. Thank you for noticing, and thank you for having me on the show.
Sure. Good times and big op.
And I just want to thank you for being here with us. You know what I'm saying? Chopping it up with us. Hope we can do it again.
Yes, sir. Just whenever y'all ready, just hit me.
Yeah, appreciate you, man.
And
thank you.
I almost don't want to hit a list because you said that you're gonna reveal it at the Ave battle. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I know this. Another person, the number one, A-Ward was the second name on the list. The one name over him is being booked, or we working on it. I should say it's already been put in the air. So it's gonna be 3 names off the list done. I can tell you the name that I feel like the name that's on the list that I don't think I'm gonna get is Bridge Rothstein. So I can tell you that. And that's just because of how Bridge been approaching battle rap lately. I don't think he's gonna want to come back to battle me. You know what I mean? He's standing firm on his stance on what he want, and I don't think he's gonna get it from me. So I'm just gonna be real with it and not. You know what I mean? I'm gonna talk to him and see how he want to do it, but I doubt he want me to be his comeback battle.
Yes, I know he be dropping like songs. I see he's on his Instagram doing his thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, man, make sure everyone in the future and personally, please make sure you follow Swave Sevah. Also, make sure you go to the YouTube as well. Follow all of them, folks, man. Great interview. Again, thank you for your time. I really appreciate you, Swave. Again, this is David Kidd of Great Lyricists Only podcast. Thank you. We appreciate you. Yeah, man, thank you so much. And I'm about to close the room out in a few seconds. And again, thank you so much for being here at Great Lyricists Only podcast.
No doubt. Thank you for having me.
All right. Have a good one, y'all.
We've got it down to a fine art between us now.
And again, thank you so much for being here at Great Lyricists Only podcast.
Shout out to my mother, Gloria. God bless you all.